And his opponent from South London, KO, Kym Farid!
So here we go, round one. Danny Cubbit versus Kym KO Farid. Danny on his second outing, Kym on his seventh.
Kym stalks his man. Danny shoots for a takedown. Great underhooks by Kym Farid. Turns it straight to side, man. Great work by Farid instantly. Cubbit in trouble. Farid fires the shoulder shot.
Chris, the problem for Danny there was he didn't try to set the shoot up at all, did he? He just went in for it.
Well, sometimes you drive and you get the takedown like that. It's a little bit sloppy, but Farid was able to shuck him down and take position. But now look at Farid open up with these right hands.
And they're big right hands. Cubbit trying to tie up the left arm of Farid as he turns in. Doing a good job trapping that arm, but it's not good enough as Farid sits in, man, and fires that left hand almost like a piston. Firing those shots now, he sets up, looking for the rear naked choke. Looking to get the arm underneath of Cubbit. Cubbit doing the right job, trying to keep that arm out. Farid pulls to his back. The arm's not quite in. It seems that Cubbit may have his chin in.
Yes, he just had his chin in there, Chris, didn't he?
Yeah, good job by Cubbit, but he keeps on getting himself to a position where he stalls for a second, and then Farid is opening up with big punches, but great movement by Cubbit. He's been relentless under pressure. He stayed calm and been able to get back to a neutral position.
Rob, it all came from the shoot that Farid saw so easily, but as Chris said, all credit to Cubbit to be in this position now from that early onslaught.
That's right, he looks focused at the moment as Farid tries to launch some nice body shots. Cubbit just trying to regain his composure. Farid trying to push the pace. Trying to make his man work. A good left uppercut finds a home.
You heard the corner shout knee, and both men, as Farid went for the knee, Cubbit went for the knee jam as well at the same time, blocked it.
Well, I think Cubbit, even if he's not as explosive as Farid, really needs to throw a punch in here while they're clinched just to show that he can put Farid a little bit on the defensive or being aware that he can punch too. He's doing a good job clinching and holding positions, but...
And again, it was Cubbit that went for the takedown. Farid that lands on top.
If you don't have a strong takedown if you don't have a strong setup on your takedown, it's easy to be reversed.
Shoulder shots firing in.
And we talk about a learning curve going into his second fight. This has been a harsh reality check, this opening minute and a half of this round, hasn't it?
It's been a very explosive start to this round, as you say, Mount. At the moment, again, Mount Farid just looking to find a home for his hands.
Well, I'll tell you what, Farid has been very good at counter fighting and taking advantage with good shots when the opening is there.
Chris, I want to pick up on a point you mentioned earlier. You said that you were quite impressed with Danny Cubbit defensively, but he hasn't offered, as you mentioned, anything offensively, has he, to take the pressure off of himself?
Well, he's been able to put himself back in some neutral positions, but it's like sometimes you need to mount a little bit of your own offense to create openings for yourself where you can get an advantageous position. And what we see here with Cubbit so far is he's neutralized a little bit of Farid's attacks, but he's always taken a little damage and then neutralized. And what he needs to do is open up a little bit of his own attack and then try to get a position for himself where he can do some serious damage.
Cubbit in a difficult position. He was in half guard. Kym passes to full man. This could spell the end for Cubbit. Does a good job, leaves his arm wide open. Farid thought about it, lets it go, turns around and sprawls.
And there's a good drive by Cubbit there, and he may pull this out if he can just pull those hips out real quick. But he needs to explode right here. He can't just wait, because Farid has all that setup time to stop all the momentum that's been created by Cubbit.
Cubbit looking to pick the ankle on the left leg of Farid.
All he really needs to do is walk around him.
Farid trying to set the guillotine up. Farid stands up. I believe that's on, isn't it, Chris? Cubbit got the arm through.
Well, it looks like he's got one arm on the inside. I can't see it from our angle, but I think that Farid probably would have popped up already if he had the full choke. And you see, yeah, Cubbit does have one arm inside.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the left arm. He's got that inside.
Cubbit firing some good body shots with his right hand.
And it all stemmed from this attempted shoot, didn't it?
That's right, it was quite a weak shoot. I mean, he's a very tall guy and had to come down a long way to take Farid. Should have maybe set it up with something first. And this is a position that we saw quite frequently. Farid finding space to launch those big hands of his. And hats off to Cubbit. I mean, he took a lot of punishment in that first round. A lot of those shots landed cleanly.
And again, you were both impressed with the way Cubbit managed to get back to his feet there from a really dangerous position.
Well, it's impressive because he took such a beating to get there. So great work by Farid also.
Now, when you look at this, there's something to be said there. Farid looked very tired going back to his corner. He's done all the work, he's put on a lot of pressure, and he hasn't got a result to show for it because, in real terms, Danny Cubbit is still relatively undamaged.
I think he needs to be more aggressive. You know, Kym was pushing the pace and kept dominated the fight through aggression. I think Danny needs to be aggressive this time. Get Kym to defend. Farid instantly looking for a takedown. Looks to sweep the leg. Cubbit does a good job.
Oh,
staying
good
up.
inside forearms.
And it's cut him. It's cut him immediately on that left eye. It opened up the cut.
That's right, it was a beautiful shot. Good takedown by Farid.
It's on the outside of the eye, so if you're going to get a good position for a cut, that's it.
And I think that's going to be all she wrote. A couple on the chin, but Cubbit is not giving up.
Cubbit almost ahead
He's
of
out
Rock.
now. He is out now. He is out. Chris, you mentioned about not finishing in the first. He learnt his lesson. That was brutal in the